This is James from GameFront with a quick survival guide for Teleglitch. This video is going to show 3 quick tricks that you can use to ensure your safety and survival through level 1 in Teleglitch. You're probably asking yourself, James, why would I need help with level 1? What's so important about that? Well, we don't want to waste our ammo or our health in the first level because we need to make it as far as we can in the game. When you die, you start all over. So you need to have a good start to be able to make it a long distance. Since it's a roguelike game, when you start over, all the levels are different. They change almost completely. The thing that you can't count on is there's 3 things that will stay the same. It's at the beginning of every game. You will always start in an office with an empty can, and because the storyline says you've blocked yourself in and you've eaten the last of your food, so it's time to go. So we step out of our barricade, and we will always walk into a hallway like this. And at the end, we will be able to go left and right. One direction will be a broken wall that is of no use to us because it's too wide open. But on the other side, we're going to be able to cross under a red beam, and into this broken wall there's a nook. There's a little hole that we can get into. It's too small for enemies to walk through, and you are able to stab through it at their faces. Now, if you're too close to the edge of this hole, they can reach you with your arms, but they will not be able to walk back here at you. And then the third thing that is always the same is when you cross out, you will always be in an area that is slightly safe at the beginning with the black goo, and then there's a doorway to Pandora's box. When we open that, we're going to start going into enemy territory. So I'm going to try to get a whole bunch of them to chase after me to that little nook I have. I might take a little damage as I'm trying to gather a big crowd up, but once I get into my hole, I'm going to take no damage at all. Watch and learn. Now you'll notice that they've all dogpiled in, and they are giving me just a nice, easy stabbing distance to them. There will be times where you think to yourself you can't hit them, like it looks like I can't right now. There's a couple things that can happen. You can wait and they'll adjust themselves because they're so hungry for you. They're going to push and shove their way towards you. Or you can kind of rotate where you're pointing, and it may seem like you're not hitting them, but there just seems to be sweet spots. If you do feel like you have to step forward, which is on a rare occasion the case, be very careful because you don't want to get all the way in there. Oh, I didn't even know that guy was still alive. You don't want to get close enough for them to touch you. So there. But the problem with this thing is that it's a little monotonous to keep running back, and you can. You can go through this whole level. You're faster than the enemies, and you can get those enemies to chase you down to that beginning area. But then it gets monotonous and it's not really fun. So I've got a couple more tricks I want to show you. Let me cut to the next secret area. Alright, so what we've done is we've run into a little secret area, and there's about a 25% chance that this is going to be the kind I'm looking for. So in order to get, you'll notice that it's a secret area because the crack will allow you to see through. It looks like a good sign because those 2 red things in the row, those are those bars. So no matter what, I'm going to be able to stop the big guys from coming through, but the little guys could get through. So far, as I'm looking at it, we might be in luck for one of those 25%. So we're going to pull out our RDX bomb. And we're going to throw it at the wall. Back up. Now, please don't forget to unequip that bomb, because there's been so many times where I have killed myself afterwards. So we are in luck. Uh-oh. That guy right there is too big to get through. I'm very lucky, because if it was a zombie, he would have caught me back here by surprise. Let's keep rotating. We don't want to go forward, because if we get too close, he will be able to reach us. Alright, so we're pulling out the bomb again, and we're going to throw it into this little nook. Oh, did it work? I wasted one. Damn it. That worked. Alright, so this one, it looks like we don't have an area to hide in, and it really does. But we get ourselves a can gun. So far, and I've done this many times, every time I do that, there's a door that brings us back into another nook, just like the beginning. So we can hide back here and just stab the enemies. So let's see that in action really quick. The problem with this is there's a bottleneck here that takes all the big guys, and then this one is for the little guys. So you may get confused and step out and find out that there is some bad guys after you that you didn't know about. So let's bring them over by me. So you'll see that a lot of the little guys, and this looks like a big guy, but it's actually a little guy. It's a medium-sized enemy. These guys have gotten through, and the other thing you got to be careful in these secret areas here is that sometimes, like that, I was just going to say, sometimes they actually have gotten through, and you just can't tell because it's out of your field of vision, and they'll get caught up right back there. So, now to kill this guy. Oh, come on. I know there's a guy back there, right? Oh. No! That was close. I was wrong. There was not a guy back there. Now there is, though. He got me. I got a couple canned meats out of the deal, huh? Good. Alright, so there is other secret areas, but the thing is whenever you use 2 bombs, they will, just look around for it, there will be a way that you can get into a little nook like that. If you only use 1 bomb, it usually opens you up into just like an area where you pick up a weapon, and it's of not as much use. So, sorry if that's the one you come across. Just try again. Uh-oh, here they come. But I still have one more trick, because sometimes you are getting caught up with these enemies and you haven't either A, found the next secret area, or B, whoops, there, I picked everything up, or B, you don't want to run all the way back to the beginning area. So if that's the case, let me share this third trick with you that will save ammo, and you could get away without getting harmed. If you do get harmed, there's a pretty good chance it's an instant death. But being in level 1, at least you won't have risked that much. So I do think it's worth using this trick. Let me just cut to it so you can see what it is. Alright, so I'm going to show you the last trick that I've got for you. I know I lost a lot of health, so you might be able to say it's a bad example, but I was looking forever for this little thing. And I had killed so many enemies that I didn't want to kill the guys that were around me. So, because, you know, I wanted to make sure I could show off the trick. So what's going to happen is that black goo you see in the beginning is fenced off. But the goo over here that I'm going to show you is not. It will instantly kill me, but it also instantly kills the enemy. So basically what you want to do is, and there's an achievement for this, is being the matador, is you want to have these guys like a bull, where you have them chase after you, and you change direction at the last second. They kind of will skid out, and it's not the easiest thing, but you can get them to run right into that goo and die. So now I have killed a whole bunch of them without using any ammo. With these different tricks, you should be able to, and I know I've got a bad example with 20 health there, but trust me, more often than not, I can get through this with losing minimal health. I just happened to string these guys out with me for a long time looking for some black goo. Usually I find black goo much more often than I did in this run, but since it's a roguelike game where the level changes every time, you just don't know what you're going to get when you start it. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and survive. I mean subscribe. You're going to survive. You've got these tips. Thanks.